Hey everyone, my name is Christina from Sweet for Kindergarten and welcome to another episode of Kinder Chat. Each week I talk about a different kindergarten topic and to help you with some new teaching ideas and inspiration to use with your students. So this month I've been talking all about CVC words. So if you missed last week's, you can go to the description and click the link there to watch that one first. But today I'm talking about something that a lot of teachers do not teach at all, and that is nonsense words. So what are nonsense words? Nonsense words are any word that is not a real word. I like to add in nonsense words to my CVC unit just because it really keeps the kids on their toes. You'll find that once kids start getting comfortable with blending, they'll start kind of memorizing words and they'll start getting really confident in themselves, but then they will realize, hey, that word starts with a P, it's probably pig, and they'll just start guessing. And I always have this issue with a few students. So by throwing in those nonsense words and a couple real and nonsense word activities, it really keeps them on their toes and they realize, no, I have to read every single word. I can't just guess based on the first and the middle sound. So here are two activities that I like to use with my students to teach real and nonsense words. So the first one you can do at whole group or in a center is just a real or nonsense word sort. So this, you can have it in a pocket chart, you can have it on a table, but pretty much what the students are going to do is they're going to pick up a card and sound out the word. Had. Then they're going to have to identify if it's a real or a nonsense word. So for example, they might pick up the word dop. So they sound it out and they're thinking, is this a real or a nonsense word? Oh, it's a nonsense word. That's not a real word. And they'll put it in nonsense word. So that is always how I like to introduce it to my students. Sometimes I will throw in a word like this in my CVC lesson, and I'll always have a kid say, I don't think that's a word. And I say, you're right, it's a nonsense word. It's just a silly made up word that we can use to help us practice sounding out words. So after I do that pocket chart sort, I always like to do an independent activity. So just to kind of see where they're at, this really helps me identify the students who are kind of just guessing at the words. So we do a cut and paste sort. So they have to read each word and then glue it under real or nonsense words. And so you'll see that they were able to identify the real words here and the nonsense words here. If the words are all mixed up and they have some right and some wrong, then you realize that you really need to focus on those students blending properly every single time. So those are two activities that I like to use with real or nonsense words. I'd love to know if you also use real or nonsense words in your classroom. You can find those activities in my CVC words unit, which is linked below. So thank you so much for watching another week. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next week. Bye.